Hello, usually I would record this, but we're just gonna do a very quick look at our wonderful little trailer for Palia. So why do I have this here? Well, we're gonna go through and see what we see. Our first shot isn't really that impressive from a finding secrets. I mean, we have a bridge, we have waterfalls, and we have some deer. We've seen them in a couple pictures. We have another view of nature, the same waterfalls, I think, as well as a log in the middle of this. And we see our player character with a, green and brown shirt, some pants, but we don't really see a whole lot here. And we see Tao, Hashin, and I don't know what this is. And here we have our, looks like a clock tower, the windmill that we've seen many a times in concept art, as well as another building. It looks like we're watching towards Kalima Village. Okay, we're gonna play a little bit, and we have a few more characters here. This looks like it's a similar shirt. Like you see, the design comes down in the same way, but the coloring is a little bit different, as well as the pants. We can't really tell here. Over here we have a completely different outfit, so Taylor's wearing a completely different outfit, and I mean, it looks okay. We have another building. I believe this is Ormu's Inn, just by the sign, and you know, the big animal here. Ormu's Inn is where we have our, it's like the main gathering place of the town. We have another shot of the windmill. What looks like a broken statue in the middle of town. We had some benches up here, so this looks almost like a town square. We got these little poles, these lanterns everywhere, and a lot of buildings. As well as up here, it looks like we have some sort of big building, but this design doesn't really fit in with the rest of the town, so I don't think that's part of the village. And you can see it better here. See, it's like very triangular with the waterfalls here and more to the side. Okay, so this is our first look at our player plot. We have some fences here, as well as like a red zone out here, and we have these squares. So what I'm guessing is we can build within the fences. We cannot build outside the fences. And these squares, I think something like city skylines, where you have like large chunks of the map and you need to open them one square at a time. I could be wrong on that. At the bottom right, we have what looks like a farming plot, and later on we'll actually see them farming on this, so I know it is. And this is either a crop or a weed, right? There's not very many options. Okay, this next one I have, it's a little bit harder. So here we have planted crops. Notice there's nothing here. This will be important in a second. And this one is what a watered spot looks like. And as we'll see, as he's watering this crop, this bar will fill. But there's a little detail that I noticed when going through this, is this plot actually gets darker and darker as he waters it until it becomes like the other one. And here she throws seed, carrot, magic spawn. That I see nothing that tells me where that came from, so I don't know. Here we have cooking. We have 3 different stations. This one looks like a little whisk. This one is adding ingredients with a little timer to it, so we gotta wait 1 minute. And it looks like there's a flip button here, so I'm guessing like when this gets through to 1 minute and 1 second or something, we're gonna have to flip it almost on time. And while these are like check, check, and then we're missing this one. This one's got a little community type symbol next to it, so maybe this is a co-op dish. I'm not sure. Or maybe we're making a like larger dish for multiple people. And this one's missing people, but this looks like a cutting board. And as we will see in a second, we have this little rhythm-based cutting game, which seems very nice. And our button over here changed to stir when we add the pot on it, so we can stir the pot. Over here, Oh, hold on, where is it? We have the world's weirdest fishing line. This thing's going all over the place, and Einar is decidedly not fishing because he doesn't have a line out, just standing there with the pole. In the back, we have a new building and a little pathway up, as well as some fences out here. And it looks like we're standing on a pier above a lake. Okay, we have an archway. Cool. Here we have another view of our ruins. This one appears to be just outside the village. I think this looks like the village entryway. This looks like that building we were looking at on the top of everything. We have some paved paths on this side, as well as a few bridges, some multicolored trees. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Rock, rock. This rock looks different than this rock. Many rocks. We're on a hunting expedition where I believe they all have self bows, so no real like technologically sound bows, like not even a good recurve. And I'm a compound bow kind of person, so but they all have self bows, simple bows, little stick tied to something. And we can see from here, they all look the same. We see some of our trusty chappas and a deer here. There's a little shack back here. It's a little bit weird, but we do have some bridges. So it looks like all of this area has been like explored, cultivated by people. And we jump over to Gina and Hecla dusting off a ruin. Don't really have much to say about that, but here we have like this like mossed over, partially broken statue that looks a little weathered. It's been here for a long time, and this is gonna be, as they're talking about in the dialogue here, the big mystery that we know of is the human disappearance and reappearance. So this could be part of that, or this could be a brand new one. We're not really sure. Here we see Ben, Jay, Javi, Maddie. So Ben is our new character completely. Javi's a little bit new. And as they're running through, we see Ben and Jay seem to be wearing the same outfit, just in different colors, at least in terms of tops. We have a new design for the shirt here. And I don't think we've seen this one, but we have a new belt. Oh, and we also saw a mohawk. Cool. Cool. We have group hunting, as well as a bag here. And we're going to watch this bag after the shot. So, like, we have this little shot. We see the trail behind it. I didn't know the arrow was a tracer, but that's more for the player to follow where they're shooting and to see the arrow drops. Because you can see there is a nice little arch here. It's not going in a straight line. And we have our animal, like, death animation off screen. And then we return back down here, and we can see this looks like it's a loot. This looks like a loot bag because as we get closer to it here after the shot, it starts like glowing. We see another shot of our little rugs. We see a stone brick being made here, a glass pane, some sapwood planks. So probably some sort of like log making, some glass making, some furnace, and 2 crafting stations. The crafting stations have a fishing pole for a light. In the back, we have our little campfire with a thing over it for cooking. We have a little pond with a bridge, fountain, benches, and a lamp. Einar, Zeki, and a few more players. This crafty here has like a design on their back. I don't know what's going on here. They've got like a little pouch, so we can see that. They're running around with tools. A very basic outfit from Ben. Kino looks okay. I actually like, is that August? Like August outfit the most here. Javi running through, and we have a couple different hairstyles with Jay hiding up in the corner and another mailbox. So that's what I've noticed on like first watch through for Palia. If you notice anything else, please let me know. Otherwise, have a nice day, and we'll be back in the future to talk about more stuff painting.